Hello, it's Del from Let's Get Inky, and I know, I'm sorry this is so late. I'm here finally with part 5 of Shannon Green's Journaling by Fives. If you haven't checked out parts 1, 2, 3 and 4, which I got up on time months and months ago, I'll put them in the description below. You should check those out first before you get to this one, because I explain what it is and the steps that you go through to do it. So I'm up to the final step. Now, the reason why this took so long to put up is because I didn't have any paint pens. I didn't have any like paint markers. All I had was one black pen. So I wanted to get some, and then it got delayed, and then I got distracted, and here we are. So step 5 is to use pens and pencils to add detail and some doodling. So let's see. I'll give you a quick review of where we're up to. So I'm using this basic grey, what size is this, 6x8 file folder thingamajiggy, and I'm actually doing my Journaling by Fives on loose bits of paper and cardstock because I felt like it, and because I thought it would be easier to dry as well. So I'll just quickly go through what I've got so far. I might move you in a little bit so you can see. There you go. All right, so I'll just go through them quickly so you can see what we're working with today before we do the last step. So the first step was to do paint and ink for the background. Then I used some collage materials to do the texture. Then I used stamps and stencils for part 3 to add some pattern. Step 4 was to add some words and images for a focal point. And then step 5, which is what we're on now, is to add some details with pens and pencils. So this is what we're working with, and they're blank on the back, but I am going to go back later on and like after this is all done, and just add maybe just some plain colours on the background, or I might even repeat the whole process on the back. Who knows? Who knows? So I'm making 20 pages. And this, if you do it all in one day, this should only take like a couple of hours. They're 15-minute sections, and then by the end of 4 lots of 15 minutes, you have an entire album done, which is just phenomenal. I love that Shannon Green, I'll put her link down below, came up with this idea, and I think it's fabulous. So they're the papers, and now I'll show you what I'm working with. So I'll go through quickly. I've got... Let me just focus this up here so you can see. There we go. I've got a couple of white gel pens. So this is the hybrid gel grip and the Uniball Signo Broad. So this one is, I think it's, I don't know. This one's thicker. This one's way thicker than this one. So this is a much thinner one. They both work really well. So I'm using those. I've got just a black, it's not felt tip, it's kind of just a gel pen that I got off eBay. It's very thin. I've got the Dilutions black paint pen, which I really, really like. I've got a couple of Posca pens. So I've got the black and the gold in 0.7 millimeters. And I've got the black and the gold in 1.8 to 2.5 millimeters. Bit of a variation there. So I'm using those. They're just paint in a marker. I've got my Uni chalk marker because I don't like the white Posca one. I don't have good luck with it. And this is just to add some splatters. I've got a whiteout pen, which I actually use for white if I want to do white. I've got, this is a Pentel brush. I could use a piece of paper, couldn't I, Del? Yep. This is a Pentel something or other. Is this the Feud? No, it's not the Feud. It's a Pentel brush marker I got off eBay. And then because I can't get the Stabilo all pencil, which I desperately am after, but I can't get it in Australia anywhere, I've got these General's China markers, which are just pencils that can work on anything. And I know this isn't really doodly, but I just found this as I was cleaning up my desk. It's a Dear Lizzie washi tape on a, so you just like run it and it, why am I using my finger? And it comes the pattern off. So I thought that might be cute to add some details. So I've got my things. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit rusty. So if there's time, I've also got some inks that I'm going to go around the edges of the paper in. And you know what? I'm even tempted because these pages are quite flat. They're kind of before I really got into stenciling with modelling paste and my colour blast. I might even do an extra step at the end and kind of make it journaling by 5s plus 1. So don't think that I'm done yet, because I might not be, but I'm going to do the pen step now. Just let me pause it while I step my timer. All right, we've got 15 minutes on the clock. Ooh, I'm a bit nervous, I'm a bit rusty with this, but we'll see how we go, and I'll try and talk my best way through it. We'll see how I go. Play along at home if you have. I would really love to hear in the comments below if you're currently up to step 5 as well. I'd love for you to go back to part 1, which I did, or which I'll put down below, and play along with me with your own 20 journaling pages. All right, let's just not care about what we do. Let's just get some stuff down. Ready, spaghetti. Ah! Okay, I'm going to leave that where you can see it. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm wasting time. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do with this one, this is just calling to have some sort of like messy border around it. I think, because I felt like the letters were kind of, I know they're falling off the page, which they kind of are meant to, but they're falling off the page a bit too much. I love doing messy borders like this. All right, we need something else here. Let's do some white circles. White circles. I'm not a good doodler, and I know Shannon says doodling is nothing, but I get nervous with doodling. Like, I don't feel like this looks good, but I'm going with it. At least if I can put something on every page, and then I'll come back at the end and see what I can fix up with this one. Let's see. I feel like this needs maybe some circles around the border. Circles that get big and circles that get small. Big and little. I think that's what I'll do here. Oh, there's a bit of a car hoon outside my window, sorry. Alright, I'm going to do my best to talk while I'm doing this, but it is quite late at night, so if I suddenly go quiet, I am sorry. So how are you going with your journaling by 5s? What step are you up to? Let me know in the comments below. Have you tried it, or is it just something that you're interested in and haven't actually done yet? Oh, that's a big one, Adele. I need some paper towel. Of course, it's a new roll, so I can't get the paper towel off properly. There we go. I got some new white stuff for my desk. I got it from Bunnings, which is cool because it keeps my desk nice and white. Alright, so this one, I think I might do like a white border around here. Does anyone else use whiteout in their art journaling? I love it because it's so opaque. So opaque. And then I feel like we need some flowers here. I'm just doodling some flowers, some very childish flowers. But I think that's cute. And then just to tie it in, I'm going to do one down here, maybe one more. So I really like the idea of doing this in a binder because you can add to it at any time. Do you know what? This needs a little border. So there's nowhere for your eye to stop. But yeah, I really like doing it in a little file folder instead of in a book, because when Shannon Green does it, she does it in like a little a composition book, which is also fabulous, but I like to do things separately because it makes it so much easier to dry, because you don't have to worry about the pages sticking to each other. And I don't know, I just seem to, I've always been a doodler on loose leaf rather than in a journal. All right, this one, what are we going to do with you? I don't know at all. Mental blank. All right, let's do some hearts. Can't go wrong with hearts. We can. Shouldn't put hearts on a really angry page. And some down here. So it's like heart confetti. Oh, how cute. Heart confetti. And then we might also do, I don't know, it feels like it needs something down here. Maybe like a cool, whoops, swirly thing. Swirly thing is going not as planned. But that's okay. If you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you. Thank you very much for subscribing. It's so nice of you. I can tell you right away that I'm not going to finish all of these pages in 15 minutes, but I'm okay with that because I'm only up to page 4 and it's already been 5 minutes. So that's going to be, that'll be all right, because Shannon says, you know, don't let anything, you know, if you need to go longer, you need to go longer. I really like these hearts, so I'm just going to go around them with my, and not neatly either. I'm going to go, kind of going to do it messy. But if you're a subscriber to my channel, Let's Get Inky, thank you. That's really sweet of you. I can't believe how many subscribers that I have at the moment. It's amazing. At the moment, this is my second channel. So my main channel is called Inky Quill. And if you haven't subscribed over there, you should head over and see. I'm in the middle of my Inky June marathon, which is where I do a video every single day for the month of June. I love that. Oh, that's so nice. This one is not one of my favorites, I will admit that. But yes, I do a video for every day in June. And what can I do here? I really don't know how to fix this. I think I'm going to just do some big circles. I am a fan of the circle, if you haven't noticed. I do quite like circles. But yes, on my other channel, Inky Quill, I am in the middle of a June marathon. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of content over here, because I've been busy over there. But if you want to have a look, if you're a paper crafter, on my other channel I do a lot of scrapbooking and project life and craft organisation and all sorts of fun things. They look like cookies. This one can just have a cross through it. Oh, so hipster, and crosses are so in right now. And then let's get the white. This is going to go over time. Look, it's already 7 minutes to go. I feel like if I can get this done in, I'm going to use my whiteout for this because my pen's getting dirty. If I can do this in 2 lots of 15, that's okay, because I would rather get it done, because I knew it was a spot that this was the step that I was going to have the most trouble with, so I knew it was going to take a while. But it's okay. Nothing, no one's holding a feather duster to you and telling you that you have to do it in so much amount of time. No one's forcing you to do anything. So it's just a suggestion from Shannon's process to do it in 5 lots of 15 minutes. But then I have to go back and watch her, because it's been a while since I watched the Journaling by 5 videos. But she says that you can go back and do like your own, once you've done all the 15 minutes, you can go back and then fix them all up if you'd like to. So I'm okay with taking more time. So I'm just going to do, I'm a bit of a fan of faux stitching. I love a bit of faux stitching. Plus I think the doodling part takes a while because it's like the final, it's the icing on the cake really. And it's not as, you have to be a bit more precise with doodling. You can't just slap paint on or something like that. Do that a bit more, a bit bigger, a bit bolder, a bit scribblier. There we go. Yeah, not a huge fan of that one, but it's done. This one I also feel like needs a border of some kind. Now what to do? I know I'll do my loopy one. Loop. Very technical, as the name suggests. Loop. And these little curls. Oh, that's a cheat, Adele. Move the paper instead of moving your hand. It's a lazy man's way how to do a border. And here we're going right on that paper. Okay. I feel like these arrows need a bit of defining. So I'm just getting the thin Signo. Or maybe, let's do it with the black. Or black pencil. No, let's do it with the skinny black. Okay, and I'm purposely not going to do it exactly on where the ink, where the paint finishes, sorry. I'm going to go a bit off kilter so that you can see them, and I'm not going to do every one either. I'm only going to do some of them. And maybe one here. There we go. Ooh, I like that. It does need some hiiiii shine or something in the background. This next one, this little dinosaur man, feel like he needs a bit of an outline. So I'm going to go around him in the brush marker. Why the brush marker? Not sure. Basically, it's the first thing that my my hand landed on. That was black. Probably not the best one to do this in. Anyway, you live and learn. So let me know in the comments below if this is something that you'd like to see again. I'm really interested in getting Aaron to try, my husband, to try the journaling by fives with me. I think it's something that would really help him let loose with his mixed media because he's starting to get interested in it, but he feels, sometimes I think he feels a bit like restrained about what to do. We're both starting iCads, which is index card a day. If you haven't heard of iCads and you like getting messy and mixed media, head over to, I think it's Daisy Yellow. Google Daisy Yellow and you'll be able to see what it's all about. And what it is it's a little, come on paint pen, don't fail on me now. I have a tendency to break these. And the paint is dry, so it's not even that I've gone over wet paint. Oh, it's being a bit of a poop. When in doubt, change to pencil. But yes, so we're doing index card a day, which has been really, really fun. There's a sneak peek of my first one. Ooh. So if you'd like to see some process videos on my iCads, let me know in the comments below and I shall do some. But yeah, I think journaling by fives might be good for him to just let loose. And what I would probably do, because it is his first real mixed media experience, what I would probably do is cut the pages down maybe to 15 pages instead of the 20, just to make it a bit less stressful for him. Oh, that one's cute now.